Hello, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot. I hope you're doing well. Let's take a look at what you don't see coming for the week of December 7th, 2025. Keep in mind, it is a collective general reading. It is not individualized nor personalized to you. Messages may come through today that do not fully resonate, and if that happens, don't get upset. Just means that one message is meant for someone else. So take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't. Be sure to check out your other placements. And if you want to learn more about the new Time Traveler subscription-based program that I have available, you're welcome to check the description box below. With all of that said, now let's begin. Tapping into the Capricorn Collective for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Capricorn not see coming for the week of December 7th, 2025? What do they not see coming? One more shuffle here. Thank you. What do you not see coming? Love triangle, third party, multiple lovers, choices. And at the bottom of the deck, we have clout hungry. Now, this could be any kind of triangulation. It does not have to be love related, so don't be so quick to click off of the reading. This could be triangulation at work, where you have a coworker pitting you up against another, or comparing you unfairly to another, or making you feel like you are in competition. It could be a boss that's doing that, or a parent, or someone meddling in a relationship that you have in your life, whether it's a platonic connection or romantic. So let's just see where we go with this reading. Because I'm looking at that clout hungry card at the bottom of the deck, and it says someone who says anything, does anything, makes crap up, is over dramatic. So it could be someone meddling in your connection. Let's see what flew out of the deck there. We have the Ten of Pentacles. So tell me more about this love triangle here for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. We'll just call it triangle. Okay, one more shuffle here. Thank you. Your first card out, the Eight of Cups, the Two of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, you have Two of Wands, you have the Emperor, and you have the Ace of Cups. So if you've seen these readings before, for me anyway, as a reader, the first couple of cards that come out are typically the energy of the individual I'm reading for. This would be you. And this is the energy of the situation, environment, or connection that you're dealing with. You seem here to be emotionally disengaging from this entity. And this entity here appears to be at a crossroads about whether or not they want to come in and offer you this apology. So why is Capricorn in the Eight of Cups this week? It could be something that just happened, maybe within the last week, 1 to 3 weeks. For others of you, it's something that's happening early on this week. Why the Eight of Cups? Okay, what we have the Ten of Pentacles and we have the Fool. Give me one more on that Eight of Cups, please. One more shuffle here. Thank you. And the Page of Wands. Bottom of the deck, High Priestess, Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. To be quite honest, I don't feel like you are completely out of whatever this is. Because they don't have like the Death card, the World card. So for most of you, this seems to be an emotional disengagement or feeling not as emotionally content as you used to be with this entity. And you're exploring moving on from them, like physically leaving them behind. I feel like this week, this is more of emotional disengagement. And then this Minor Arcana card to the Fool card for me is the Page of Wands. So it's like discovering whether or not I want to be free and autonomous and maybe go in a different direction with whomever is represented here in the Ten of Pentacles. Could be the place that you work for, a family member, your spouse, someone that you wanted long-term commitment with. This seems to be more of, I'm emotionally disengaging from you until I figure out whether or not I am fully moving on from you. And then that next card is the Two of Swords. So I feel like that is your decision point here. Six of Pentacles. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles here for Capricorn. Why is the Six of Pentacles here for Capricorn? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Six of Pentacles is clarified by the Lovers, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Hermit. Bottom of the deck, Two of Pentacles, Six of Wands, and the Moon. So for a lot of you, this last full moon in Gemini was significant in the energy of the full moon. Now, if you have high Gemini placements, depending on your birth chart and the degree that that occurred in, it's possible that it happened as early as December 2nd, December 1st, December 2nd. For others of you, if you don't have that, I still feel that the energy of that full moon in Gemini was, I heard radioactive to something that happened here. So it triggered a conversation that possibly became heated. So that could have happened on December 3rd, 4th, 5th, something like that. I have the way the cards are motioning to me. It's almost like this individual is doing a U-turn now. The Emperor, and I don't read body parts, could be an Empress. It's like they're looking in your direction. And then the next card I have is the Knight of Swords moving in your direction. The Six of Pentacles is moving in your direction. We have the Hermit in contemplation. I feel like right here, there's a clash of the two energies where you're like emotionally disengaging. This person was at a wide point, not sure if they wanted to walk away. You seem to like look back and you're like, I don't know if I want to fully move on from this, you know, person, place, or thing. And then there's a U-turn here that's made. You're now looking at them. They are contemplating giving you this offer. And then it appears like they do. And then like on the table now is the Ace of Pentacles, which this person is offering to you. It looks like a sincere apology. I'll clarify it more. After they did a lot of soul searching, or they're seeing it as soul searching. You could probably see it as you took too effing long to come around with the apology. But I don't want to make light of this, but it looks like that's what's happening here. After a period of time that you may feel was too long of a time, looks like they're coming in with a sincere apology. And now the ball is in your court, so to speak, this week, if you want to accept that apology. Tell me more about this individual, the Emperor. So far for their energy, I have Aries and Virgo. But the fact of the matter is, whenever we have the Emperor, Empress on the table, all four kings are present, because those two cards embody the best, I shouldn't say the best, embody all of the qualities of the four kings or of the four queens. It's not just the best. It's the good and the bad qualities of all four. So tell me about the Emperor here, this individual. One more shuffle here. Thank you. This person is clarified by the Star, the World, and the Sun. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Wands, Seven of Swords, Five of Pentacles. Oof. Four of Wands, the Moon. There's that Moon again. Something happened here. Moon to the Five of Wands. Some kind of disagreement that I feel like went off the rails. You may not want to hear this. I'm just telling you what's in this person's energy. Look how this individual is sitting here, holding the Ace of Wands. Behind them is the Eight of Wands. So whatever occurred here happened very quickly. There was a lot of speed. Eight of Wands being the fastest card, or I'm sorry, second fastest card in the deck, second only to the Chariot. So something came in quickly. It left this person wounded. You may not want to believe it, but it did. I don't know who did this Seven of Swords to the Five of Pentacles. Could have been you, could have been them, a combination of the two. There is remorse and regret. There's also exhaustion here. There's exhaustion here about, do I want to do this again? And then it looks like ultimately this week they are making that decision. They could be an Aquarius, any of the four fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. And then we have Leo again in the Sun card. It looks like they are making the decision to try to either avoid this ending or reverse the ending. You're going to have to take it how it applies to your situation. But the World, the quote-unquote ending or whatever was pretty significant here that transformed because of this behavior, it is flanked by the Star card, which is healing, and then the Sun card, which is healing as well, right? The Sun, in terms of an energy source, is quite healing. So there's something here about either wanting to prevent the ending or wanting to heal the connection post-ending. Yeah, Four of Swords just showed itself. So tell me more about the Knight of Swords. This is communication now coming in from this person this week. You know, one of the words on this triangle card actually says choices, and then we have the Lovers card. So even if there is no third party here at play, it looks like you have a choice. You have an option here, right? If you want to accept this person's apology or not. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. What is this person saying to Capricorn? One more shuffle here. Thank you. What are they most likely conveying to you this week? Ten of Swords, Four of Cups, and the Tower. Jeez. They are addressing what happened here. That Seven of Swords behavior. If I saw the Four of Swords healing, what precedes that is the Three of Swords. And 7 plus 3 is 10. This person does want to discuss this. I think there's an apology here as well. I see the Ace of Cups to the Ace of Pentacles. This person is looking to apologize for what happened. I'm not sure you're accepting it. You seem to be a little reserved here. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups for this person's energy. Can you clarify that further here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Knight of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. Oh, bottom of the deck. Seven of Swords, Strength, King of Cups. I would expect some love bombing here with the Seven of Swords, Strength, and the King of Cups. And I don't really like the term love bombing, but it is a real thing. I'm a bit old-fashioned. I'm 51 years old. We used to call this kissing ass. So these days they call it love bombing. This is kissing butt energy. This is love bombing energy. This is trying to pull every magic trick out of the magician's hat that they can to try to make this happen. This is very interesting energy for this person. Let me scoop these cards up. I have a couple of questions here. I really did not want this to get into like a 30-minute reading. Everyone else's reading was like 10 minutes or 12 minutes, but this seems pretty significant. So let me do this for you. I have no Capricorn placements in case someone accuses me of that I'm doing this for my own reasons. My person's not a Capricorn either. What are the intentions for this person? What is this person's intention? Yeah. What's their intention here? What's this person's intention towards Capricorn? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Their intention. Six of Wands, Empress, Two of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. Bottom of the deck, I told you, Magician. I said how many, they're trying to pull every magic trick they have out of the hat. And then we have the Sun and we have the World. Yeah, this is definitely trying to prevent an ending or heal this connection after the ending occurred. They are looking for victory. Remember, they came out in Emperor energy. Here we have the Empress. They could see you as the Empress, or they're going to lean into their feminine energy. We all have masculine and feminine energy. They're looking to recalibrate and rebalance this connection with a conversation here. Now, we have the Clout Hungry card. Says anything, does anything, makes stuff up, can be over dramatic. What is that about? What is that about? Please clarify this Clout Hungry card here for Capricorn. And again, I don't know who this person is to you. A boss, a lover, a family member, a friend, your neighbor. Clarify the Clout Hungry card here, please, for Capricorn. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Oh, Clout Hungry. Three of Wands, the Star. I'm sorry. Three of Wands, Temperance, the Four of Swords, and that Page of Swords. Says anything, does anything. In order to heal the connection, in order to move forward. Oh, wait a minute. Clarify the Page of Swords. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Page of Swords clarified by Seven of Wands, King of Cups, and the Strength card. Six of Swords there. What is that Three of Wands? What is that Three of Wands? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Three of Wands. Eight of Cups. I knew that was you. Five of Swords. And the Two of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Page of Wands. I don't like this. Clarify that King of Cup energy to the Page of Swords. King of Cup to the Page of Swords. One more shuffle here. Thank you. King of Cups to the Page of Swords. Eight of Wands, Queen of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the Empress, to the Lovers, to the Four of Pentacles, to the Magician. Okay. I don't think that this person is outright lying to you this week. I don't have any cards here, but I can tell you that they know, or they are of the belief, that if they don't say certain things, you will move on from them. Eight of Cups, they already can feel you or sense you, or maybe you have told them you're already emotionally checked out or discontent with the connection. Five of Swords, they already feel you walking away. You're not fighting for the connection. Five of Swords, you're walking away. And what are you walking away from? The connection you have with them. And the Three of Wands is contemplating walking away, and consequently, far out in the distance is the rainbow, which we typically see in the Ten of Cups card. So this person feels like you're on the precipice of walking away and finding happiness elsewhere, finding another job elsewhere, you know what I mean? Finding another friend, thinking about finding another lover in the future. So I don't think that this is full out deception here, but I do think that this person is coming in and saying whatever they have to say, possibly over-promising to get you to stay, to try to relieve the burden that has been caused in this connection, whether, like I said, it was caused by you, them, a combination of the two. I mean, they're coming in with conversation. We see that 8 of Wands for them again. But I would just be mindful that 7 of Wands, they are determined to try to salvage this connection. And when someone has that much determination, it's quite possible that what they're saying is a little bit scripted, meaning they know what they need to say in order to keep you, or to keep you from leaving them, or to keep you from permanently leaving them. Anything else Capricorn needs to know? And then we'll draw a couple cards there from the advice deck. Anything else Capricorn needs to know about this? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Ace of Wands, Justice, and the King of Pentacles. Bottom of deck, Knight of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, and the Hangman. I would expect this conversation, this apology, and anything else you need to know. If you are already married to this person, I would be cautious of them throwing things out like the renewal of vows. If you're not married to this person, I would just be cautious of them saying something like that. Again, if that's something they know that you want, that is something that they can throw out there and offer you. I also wouldn't put it past this person for them to use their sexuality or what they feel is your sexual attraction to them. For those of you where it's a love partner, I wouldn't put it past them to use that to try to win you over as well. Are they trying to right a wrong here or correct the relationship in some way? They are, but they are pulling out all the stops to do it. Let's get you some advice here. Advice here for Capricorn. Dealing with this person or this conversation or the apology that's being made here this week. What's the advice here for Capricorn? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your advice. 9 of Wands, the Star, and the Knight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, the Empress, which, ironically, in that one spread is how you came out. So the Empress to the Queen of Swords. Oof, alrighty. Your advice. If you want to heal this connection with whomever this individual is, the possibility to renew the connection, to restore hope to the connection, serenity to the connection, it will require you to take your time moving forward. In that Knight of Pentacles, not jumping too quickly in, being observant of this individual in that Queen of Swords energy. That 9 of Wands tells me you do have the resilience within you to try this again with this person, but the 9s are also nearing the end. And I feel like if you rush in too quickly, that 9 will turn into a 10. And whatever burden was created here upon you because of this connection, it's just going to come right back, and it'll be just, as heavy, if not heavier on you. So I'm getting the feeling here, like if you do want to reconnect with this person or heal the connection, yes, the possibility is there. You're certainly strong enough to do it. But if you don't go slow enough, then I feel like, because the Knight of Pentacles, the third deacon is Aries, and the second deacon is Taurus. So it's like you can take the inspired action of Aries and move forward, but do it at a very conservative rate in that Taurus energy. Why is that? I know, I'm sure some of you are watching going, why is that? Why is that? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Why is that? The Emperor, interesting, you were the Empress. The Emperor, the Page of Pentacles, remember they came up as the Emperor, the 2 of Wands, bottom of deck, 9 of Swords. Because whatever it is they're offering you, the Page of Pentacles holds the Ace of Pentacles, and we saw them offering you that with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. But aces are potential. And so take it slow to make sure this person is not just telling you what they feel you need to hear. Actually see if they ever plant that seed. The pages don't plant anything. They discover, they're inquisitive, they're messengers, they're retrievers of information, but they're not builders. They're not the builders of tarot. So they come with an offer, or they learn something new. So, you know, this person is offering you the Ace of Pentacles. That's wonderful. But take it slow to see if this intention ever gets planted and actually materializes into something tangible. So there is a waiting period. The Two of Wands does talk about discovery and waiting. It's future planning and future progress, and it's contemplation before fully moving forward into the Three of Wands. So I think if you go too fast, you're hit with the Nine of Swords, where this person might not hold themselves accountable, or you might not hold them accountable, and suddenly there's weight being put on you in the connection, and now you're dealing with, you know, psychological issues and depression and feeling despair. So I feel to kind of like safeguard yourself from this, there's a need here for you to take it slow. Temperance, slow. Hermit, slow. I would take it slow and see if this person will actually do what they claim they're going to do. That is what I have for you, Capricorn, for the week of December 7th, 2025. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you can. And remember to check out that description box below to learn more about the new Time Traveler subscription-based program. Until I read for you again, my dear, good luck with this conversation. And as always, I'm sending you light, love, and peace.